Okay, and so hey YouTube, it's Darkbyte here, and today we're going to be looking at array lists. So an array list is basically just an array. So an array, that's something that lets you store multiple values in the same variable, but it's an unlimited array. So it lets you store as many values as you want. So the actual term for it is like dynamic resizing, but we're just going to call it an unlimited array. So that's just a bit easier. Sorry, I can't talk today. Alright, so basically, what we're going to do is we're going to create an array list. So how do you create an array list? Well, first you have to call Arraylist, because that's class, the object that we're creating. And then you open up some of these, what's it called again? I like to call them crocodile teeth, but I don't know why, but that's just because I can't remember their actual name, because I haven't done HTML in quite a while. But basically, we're going to open up these tags, that's what they're called again. So that we're going to open up these tags and put in the type that we want. So we're going to be using integers, so we're going to call, actually, let's change it up a bit today, and we're going to learn about longs today. So what's a long? A long is basically just a number that lets you store large values. So an integer only lets you store up to 2 to the 32, but longs let you store up to 2 to the 64. It can only be supported on 64-bit systems. These take up 8 bytes of space per variable, as opposed to integers which only take up 4. Booleans only take up 1, because obviously, it's pretty easy to store true or false, 1 or 0. So yeah. Alright, so here we go. Array list long, and then we gotta name our array list. So let's name it a really long list, because we're gonna be very punny today. Is equal to new array list, and then we put in here again what type we want, and then we put in the brackets, the parameters after that. And here we go, we've got an error because we need to import this from the Java utils library. Alright, so here we go, this is fine. So how do we access this now? Alright, so what do we want? What we're gonna get is, we're gonna, actually, what am I on about? Yeah, alright, so how do we access this? Alright, so what we do is, we can add to this list by going array really long list, or whatever you guys named yours, dot, and then add. So here we go. So now we can add in a number. So let's add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because we're being really crappy puns and stuff at the moment, and I think that just fits in with it. And it's giving us an error because this isn't a long. When you create a long, you have to put an L at the end of it. It's just common practice. Longs are used for really long decimal numbers and stuff as well. So yeah, alright. So here we go. What we're going to do after this is we're going to go really long list dot add, and then we're going to add some other numbers in. We're going to add 4, 5, 6, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to add 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, L. Then we're going to go really long list dot add 7, 8, 9, L. And then we're going to add really long list really long list dot add, and then we're gonna add 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 L, and then wait, why are we using add all? We're not adding collection. Alright, so here we go. Then after that, we're just gonna add one more to make it 5 really long list dot add. Why am I doing add all? God damn it! It's annoying. Alright, so add. And then we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, L, and then just end that, like that, and actually I'm going to add 0 at the end of that. So there we go, we've got our really long list made, and now what we can do is we can do a lot of other methods with this. So we're going to do really long list, really long list dot, and we can find out the size, and we can get parts of it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to print out the last bit. So we're going to go really long list dot get, and then we can get one of these indexes. So we can get either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So let's get 0 because obviously it goes backwards. So here we go. We're going to get 0, and if we run this now, it should print out 1, 2, 3. Simple. So we can go now. We're going to get really long list dot size, and it should tell us that it's gonna get 5 instead of, here we go, yeah, so index out of bounds exception. So I thought you said that this can be infinite. Yes, it can be infinite, but obviously you can't call something that doesn't exist. So obviously the last number 5 index would be number 4. So if we call number 4 now, it would work. So here we go. What am I doing? Size. Why am I calling the size again? Oh god, I forgot this. Alright, so 4. I forgot that was there. Alright, so here we go. Now if we run this, we shouldn't get an error, and it should just print out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 7, 8, 9, 0, yeah, I can't count, so no one cares anyway, because we're programming. So, here we go. What else can we do with this? Alright, so we know how to get the size, we know how to get parts of it, and we know how to add to it. But what about if we want to run through the entire list and we want it to be easy? Well, we're going to look at that next lesson when we do for each loops. Alright, so I'll see you guys next lesson when we look at the for each loops. Actually, I'm going to keep this stuff. I'm just going to remove this line because we're going to be using this next lesson. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so I'm just going to do some, actually, I'm going to do some explaining first. Alright, so an array list is basically just a really long array, pun. So it can basically store an infinite number of values. It's better to use it in an array because, you know, you can add extra values to it. So say you want to, change how big it is, you can do that really easy by just adding on an extra element. It doesn't have any limits to how big it can be. Obviously, the only limit it's got is how much your compute can actually store itself. So, you know, pretty simple. So, I'll see you guys next time in the next tutorial. I think that's about all I need to explain. I'll be explaining for each loops as well. If you guys have any questions and you guys feel that something hasn't been properly explained, then video after that, maybe I'll be doing a video on explaining these kind of loose ends that I really haven't explained. Sorry if I haven't explained anything properly. I can't talk very well today. I'm gonna get some water actually because I feel like it's something to do with that. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next tutorial.